Hello, and welcome to HaloCAST. This is a 4-part series on everything Halo. I'm your host, Abbas.
And this is William. Now, we'll be going through the story in chronological order from Contact Harvest to Halo 5.
Yeah, and this is the final HaloCAST.
We keep recording these goddamn openings.
Yeah, because they have to be different for every one.
They don't have to be. You can just use the same one.
But people need to know about our lives. They care.
No, they don't.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even care about you.
I care about Abbas.
No, you don't, Joseph.
I care about Joseph.
Friend.
Joseph.
You're my best friend.
Joseph,
F is for friends.
you have no friends.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Oh. Just like cancer.
Oh, God. God
Tell
damn.
Joseph.
Oh, no, I'm not telling him that. No, screw you.
Alright, so this is the final HaloCast, and so I guess next week what's going to happen is we'll record one more intro, but that's because it's going to be the compilation HaloCast, which is the whole 3.5 hour video.
Are you going to make a
all in
whole video? Why would you make people suffer?
There's a corner of a market somewhere in like Isla Sorna that really needs this.
Yeah,
okay?
but first of all, they're full of dinosaurs, and there is no market.
I just rewatched Jurassic Park 2 last night, so fuck you. You know, speaking of Jurassic Park 2, I'm just gonna do this before we start again, or before we start the video. I like that movie. I just like the beginning. I don't like after what's his name dies by the compies.
Wait, you mean when Jeff Goldblum, the weird transition where the woman yells and then Jeff Goldblum comes and he's just yawning.
Yeah, basically.
Seriously,
I
that's
guess.
like the weirdest transition.
Dude, that scene where they were getting pushed over the edge by the Tyrannosaurs is actually a really good scene. Like the guy, and it puts what's his name into like the side character that nobody cared about into such a like position of power. Like he's like saving everyone. He's hooking up the car to the other trailer. Then he hooks up the fucking stump to the trailer, and then he gets eaten.
Yeah,
And it's like, okay, well, what a waste.
I mean, you know, it happened like that in the book too, but we can do that in another podcast.
That book is one of the worst books ever written. Sadly, I still like the beginning.
I think it was like one of those books that was made so just for a sequel for movies. I think.
Yeah. Well, whatever. Anyway,
We can discuss that in another podcast.
back to Halo. Here we go. Completely different.
Like that was legitimately at the point where like, oh,
But
you know,
Yeah.
it was just so great saying that.
then, like,
Also, I'm just gonna say this because later on they never did explain it.
yeah.
But the thing is, while I enjoy having the rest of Blue Team there,
hmm
it's never explained how they got there.
Yeah, that's never explained, and which is really weird because obviously through the books Master Chief splits up with Blue Team after Reach, right?
Mhm.
And that's why everything happens.
Yeah.
And then and you never hear about Blue Team, you never hear about any of the other Spartans ever until Halo 4 and they show Spartan 4s, and you still never hear about any of the other older Spartans.
Yeah,
and then they appear out of nowhere in 5.
Yeah. Now, if it is explained within the game, then I guess that would be our fault for not playing it.
Yeah, that's true, maybe.
But the thing is, I'm still weirded out by the fact that it's not explained at all.
Yeah, I mean, what I remember from Halo 5 is I remember the beginning when they jump out of the thing, the middle when they're on that planet and they're looking for Master Chief with the AI that's in control or whatever of that planet, of that colony planet. Then they have after that you go and meet the Arbiter again, and then I don't remember how the game ends.
Oh, we'll talk about that fucking ending later.
Well, so yeah, when then you switch back to like what happens is they blow up that UNSC ship. or
No,
whatever.
yeah, they blow it up, but during that, Master Chief gets into contact with Cortana.
That's when we meet.
Which
he
was
gets the
really
information.
weird saying because I was like, didn't she die?
Yeah,
But because I thought we were going on a personal journey here.
well, yeah, and that's
Yeah.
what they explained that through the trailers. Remember, like when you saw trailers for Halo 5, it was like Master Chief was just
Also,
Gone
we're
rogue.
going to talk about those trailers later on
yeah,
too.
and how
Bullshit they are.
yeah,
But
basically.
anyway, so he's like, oh, Cortana, got to figure out what you're doing. Come on, team, let's go.
Oh, doesn't
right?
he have that like memory or like that what's it called, dream sequence where he's like sees Cortana? Remember, he goes into that dream and then he sees Cortana standing on that hill or something.
No, I think that was actually part of the when he comes into contact because
Oh yeah.
it was all black walls and stuff. Because he fell
Yeah.
down, I remember, and he was kind of knocked out for a bit.
hmm
And then he starts seeing like Cortana contacts like, Chief, meet me over here. Like what? you know?
Oh, and then he goes to the planet.
Yeah. And then that's basically the whole reason why Locke is like, oh, Chief's missing. I guess I'll go find him. Because he's ordered to do so because Chief kind of went off on his own to do his own thing.
And what? So why does he go? Like, okay, listen. Chief has been like, he's just on some random mission. Why do they go out? Like, he's not doing anything dangerous, is he? Like, I mean, in terms of like the grand scheme of things, like he's not doing anything to hurt humanity. I think, right?
I mean, he will never disown.
No, I know. But what I'm saying is like, imagine if your Captain Master Chief goes missing. That's not like he didn't do anything that would say that he's like. Oh, I guess they thought he was activating these Guardians things,
no,
right?
because if I remember correctly, because they knew something weird was going on too, right?
Yeah.
But that was kind of like, something weird is going on. Oh wait, what's the Chief doing? Oh, Chief, what are you doing? Come on, can you come back here and explain what you're doing?
No, I can't.
Yeah, that was basically how it was. And so Locke goes in and is like, hey, and then he does this whole mission where he has to go into the colony, if I remember correctly, right?
So that's the colony where you meet the AI.
Yeah, because Chief is like, okay, I'm going to go to this colony because Cortana told me to, and I'm going to go and see what the hell this is all about.
Yeah, and then he goes to the Forerunner thing underground.
Yeah, he goes
when the first Guardian comes out.
Mm-hmm. Now, if I remember, Locke is sent in, and then, and then this is where it's a little interesting because, like, again, they're showing the kind of insurrectionist attitude.
Yeah.
Because like everybody on there just didn't like the Spartans being there.
That's true. Yeah, that whole scene where you Nathan Fillion, aka Buck, and I didn't even know Nathan Fillion was Buck until this game because of the motion capture, and they use the face capture stuff.
God damn it!
So then you get on that elevator, the space elevator, and you go down to the planet, the colony planet, and I will say I like that whole like story, that little small story with when you're meeting the mayor and talking to him, and then he turns out to be an AI. Yeah,
which was actually really interesting.
Yeah, that was cool. And not to like say this game is completely shit. There's like we said at the beginning, there's I think they got Blue Team down right, kind of.
Yeah, I just wish that they explained why Blue Team's fucking there.
Yeah, like they got like Blue. I still have some gripes about the way Chief communicated with Blue Team, but I think they got it mostly right.
Yeah.
So I would say that's fine. I mean, there was some interesting stuff like the Arbiter, learning about the Arbiter's battle with the Separatists,
the Covenant, really.
Yeah,
the
basically.
Remnants.
Yes, so that was cool to see, but the problems we're having is literally with the Spartan Force, the Locke's team, and how they deal with Master Chief, and then also what they do to Cortana in this game.
Yeah, let's not get into that now.
No, anyway, we have to. That's literally what's going on.
Not now, Cortana. We're going into Locke.
Okay.
Locke and Master Chief.
Their fight?
They fight underneath the colony.
Yes, and it should have been the most one-sided fight of all time.
It should have been.
What should have been done in like 2 seconds. What should have been one hit. What should have been Muhammad Ali and his one punch against that the boxer, that famous picture. Yeah. That's what that should have been.
Yeah, because Master Chief, I can't see him actually just getting hit and then just being like, dude, what?
I mean, yeah, like his mask getting hit and him keeping that was, well, I'm sure because he doesn't have any replacement because he's AWOL.
Yeah.
But like, even so, yes, that fight I completely agree should be like not like that long. It should not have lasted that long. Master Chief should have kicked his ass. But when you hit Master Chief in the face and you crack his, shit's done. Like he's gonna destroy you. Like you are gonna be.
Because when you see it happening, I could just see him pissed.
Yeah, when you piss off Master Chief, he blows up your planet.
He blows up a goddamn arc with a halo ring.
Yes, okay. Yes. He builds a halo ring just to blow you up. so you're gonna be like mush inside your Mjolnir armor if you go up against him.
Yeah.
So that was still like I understand what they were going for there.
Yeah, but it's like really dumb.
Bullshit. Complete bullshit.
But I'll discuss why I'm also angry at that later after we get to the trailers.
Okay. So to continue on from there, they fight.
Right, and they fight, and then I think Locke. I don't think it was Locke. I think Chief outsmarted him by using this little
the platforms.
Wait, hold on. Oh shoot.
What?
Okay, I think I'm gonna sneeze, but I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. I thought you lost the audio. I was like, oh shit, no, William. Okay, so he's. I'll cut the sneeze out, but I'll say he sneezed. So
But
don't
you,
have to hear
because
a
you know in that
disgusting sneeze.
moment where you're on a precipice, like sneezing or not sneezing.
The precipice of sneeze. Okay, William. Okay. You're on some like existential journey about sneezing. I see.
Shut up.
So,
Oh my God.
so
I'm gonna-
back to the he jumps off he outsmarts Locke with the platforms.
Hold on.
Oh my god!
Oh my God. I swear.
Did like
I
a
hate
did
this.
like a spore of a flood like crawl up your nose? Like what's going on?
No, because I went outside earlier.
Oh
and it's
yeah,
like-
you get affected by outside that easily. Do you not go outside
no, because
often?
the thing is, I was helping with the thing,
Mhm.
and my mom, like, she's downstairs. I had to go out into the back door, and
Yeah.
it's covered with shit, you know.
Oh yeah. I'm
So she
sure.
brings in the broom and she
Pollen.
starts swiping everything, but then all this
Oh.
dust comes up and it's like the worst thing ever. Like I literally was legitimately sneezing for like 2 minutes straight, and I'm
got
still sneezing later
faced
on.
with
and-
dust.
yeah. Anyway, we're off
So
topic
yeah,
on that.
so we're super off topic. Basically to continue, so he outsmarts Locke with the platforms and
When-
teleportation.
Not the platform because because there was a thing that Locke was using. Oh no, Locke used it on Chief first to lock him in place. He used to
Oh
lock his
yeah,
armor,
that thing. I forgot about
right?
that.
But then Chief is like, hey, back at you.
I
If I
think-
remember correctly. If I remember correctly.
Well,
I'm not
no,
sure.
what I think was well, and this is to go back. I think in Ghost of Onyx when Master Chief is like in the actual book, he gets locked up as well. Like there's a scene where him, Linda, and Kelly and Fred are all what's it called, captured by the insurrectionists for like only for like 3 minutes or something like that, basically. And they
Mhm.
use that locking technology, and I think that's where they got it from. I'm sure that's like a stretch in terms, but I'm just saying like I've seen like that was in the story before as well. So seeing
Yeah,
that locking technology and stuff like that was, I mean, that was bullshit. That was like a cheap card.
Yeah, I know.
It was like what was it? There's a word for it, but basically, yeah, it was like cheap. It was
Yeah.
stupid to have that.
And then after Chief is like he's just free to go, and then I think that was the first time you meet that one guy who was supposed to be some kind of guardian, but he was
Oh yeah,
but he's just kind of stupid and there.
that was so weird. It was like, and what pissed me off about that was like because he was like trying to protect whatever. I was just like,
He was
well,
no. Because the thing is, he was trying to protect Cortana.
yeah, Cortana, and I'm like, well, this is the Master Chief, you know, like, and the worst part about this is like you're saying, they're trying to appeal to this new audience, but for those of us who have played every game, Halo 1 through 4 or Halo 1 through 3 plus ODST plus Reach, read the books, all of this, like knowing all of the story between Cortana and Chief, and then just to like to write them in such a weird, you know, position where, you know, Cortana is like thinking about Chief in these like ways
Yeah.
where like it's so annoying.
Yeah, but anyway, we'll get to that later.
Yes.
Because we need to discuss progression.
Yes.
Now Chief goes off, and then he learns more about Cortana, which they revealed a little early on, I feel.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think after that it was actually Locke goes off, and then he hears reports of a guardian, the
Yeah.
big guardian, police guardians, which is
Yeah.
actually kind of dumb in my opinion.
Yeah.
But they go off. I don't remember exactly what they did. No, they went. They found that the only lead was on the St. Haley homeworld.
Oh yeah. Then they go there, which I thought like the thing is I remember in when Halo 3 was coming out early on, they talked about how you get to go to the elite homeworld or something. Like that was one of the things that they were talking about, like what you might be able to do in Halo 3 because it was like such a big thing. Like with Halo 3 is like the ending to the whole thing, finish the fight and all that.
Yeah.
So you might get to go to the St. Haley homeworld. So you know, seeing it in this game was also, I guess, kind of interesting.
It was interesting.
Yeah.
It felt like something I would have seen in most other space operas.
Yeah.
And honestly, considering warrior species.
And to I don't know. I mean, seeing Arbiter, and I don't know. I feel like he did the whole thing where he's like, you know, talking about how Master Chief was amazing and stuff like that, but he didn't do it like enough, which is weird to say. I feel like he treated him differently than I thought he would have because of what their relationship was.
I mean, in Halo 3, they respected each other.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And it would have probably, if you really wanted to push it, they were friends.
Yeah.
I mean, considering that they were enemies, but I don't think like Master Chief really took things personally.
No,
In
I
all
know, but
honesty,
because Arbiter is like a Sing Healy and their whole warrior type thing.
yeah. Because the thing is, I feel like because I'm only saying this because if you really want to make the context that they were friends, even though not much is really said between them.
Yeah.
The thing is, they had a respect for each other as warriors,
Yes.
which is, you know, um, hold on, shit. I swear to God, if it's coming again.
Oh
Nope.
my god.
No,
All
no,
right.
I'm good. Anyway, okay.
Yeah.
Where was I?
You were talking about them respecting each other.
Yeah, they had a respect for each other because they were warriors. They fought each
Yes.
other, and
Yeah.
even if there was that initial aggression at the beginning of the game of Halo 3.
Hmm.
But then later on, they fought alongside each other. They kind of trusted each other to do what was necessary, and they actually trusted each other to actually fight alongside each other.
Yes.
It wasn't a reluctance anymore. Later on, especially by the time of the arc,
Yeah.
right? And especially by around, I suppose, when they confronted the Prophet of Truth.
That
You-
was
you
a turning
could-
point in
You
the
could
relationship.
you could say that they were friends at that point.
Yeah, that's the big point in their relationship is when he kills Truth.
Yeah, because Master Chief could have easily done it himself,
Oh yeah.
but he let the Arbiter do it.
Yeah.
Because it was such a big deal with him.
So that just my complaint is just that he didn't treat him like I thought he would. Like I assumed he would have said that there's no way Master Chief would have done this or something. I don't know, something along the lines of that is just like not. I'm sure yes, because he was very busy taking care of the Covenant and stuff like that, like finishing them off. So I'm obviously he didn't have time to go himself to help
Yeah.
Master Chief or whatever. So.
Yeah, I mean, but it was interesting to see him again. I don't
Oh,
really
yeah. Yeah, it was
mind
still
the
good.
Arbiter too much in that game.
Yeah, I mean, I just have a personal gripe with that, but I think it was still a good scene, just seeing the Arbiter dealing with the Covenant and all of that, so that was still cool.
Yeah, and then, if I remember correctly, they start invading the Covenant, and then they find the big. I'm just gonna call this guy the Guardian now.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't remember his name, his actual name.
The one that you kind of boss battle guy?
Yeah, the boss battle guy, which is he's just a bullet sponge, which he's kind of a
Yes.
dumb boss.
Yes, he is.
So, but like, if anything, I trusted 343 with their gameplay mechanics, but just to make a boss that was just like a sponge is kind of stupid.
Yeah, I mean, there's such, like, Halo's always had, like, very interesting enemy types, like, especially since the first game. I mean, so you start with, grunts, obviously easy to kill. Then you do jackals, which have the shield, so you have to aim for a certain, spot. Or you
Yeah.
have to trick them to turn around or whatever. Then you go, let's jump up to elites, and you are so annoyed with elites when they bump around and they duck and go over or something like that. And then they have overshields as well, so you have to deal with that in a different way. Then you go to hunters, and hunters are
Oh
like they
my
have
God.
invincible shield on their left arm,
The only way you can really hit them was the abdomen or the back.
abdomen or back of the head, or kind of
Or I mean,
specifically.
or like back in Halo 3, you just leap on them and smash them in the back of the body.
Yeah. So that always very interesting enemy types. I mean, even in Halo 4, there was a lot of interesting like Forerunner type enemies.
I'm getting PTSD of brutes.
So, just to have like a bullet sponge was just not very. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, even the Forerunners had some interesting plays in 4.
So it was just kind of annoying just to see that they didn't really put much forth for this guy.
Yeah, and his character was really clear.
Yeah.
But that's another whole other issue, but I don't really care for him anyway.
Yeah. So, and he's just like, and the annoying part is he's holding Cortana back from you the whole time. So when Chief could have just gone to her and figured out what was going on, he was just stopping him. So.
I mean, he basically said his reasons later on, so I'm like, I'll buy into it.
Yeah.
Anyway, now if I remember, Locke, he encounters the Guardian, he's like, oh, Chief can go, but you can't because, he was invited to the goddamn party, and you look lame.
Yeah.
He was basically the bouncer.
Yes.
That's what I'm calling him, the bouncer now.
There you go.
He's not the guard, he's a bouncer. That's what he
The
is.
bouncer. Well, the Guardians are those big.
Yeah, I know, but I only call him that because that was the only thing I could come up with. But now he's the bouncer.
There you go. So the bouncer stops Locke from coming in, and we are now waiting for him.
Yeah,
to...
because he's like, he's like, I don't see your name on the list of this party. You can go fuck yourself.
Okay, calm down. This isn't the the club.
It- really, really. Because where they're trying to go, it sounds like a goddamn club to me.
I get. Well, so what is he doing? Okay, let's like, he's stopping him, and then we have Locke trying to figure out, and Locke and Buck and whatever trying to figure out how to get there.
Hmm.
And what does he do next? He basically, I can't remember how, because they're on that planet. Was it? Are they on the? Was it the
No, because
planet?
they were on the Covenant homeworld.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
no, because
Yeah.
the thing is, then they defeat the bouncer, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And then they basically like, okay, he's gone. Let's just go into the portal.
Oh,
If I
yeah,
remember
yeah.
correctly.
Yeah, it's something along the lines of that. And then they meet again with Chief or
Mhm.
something, and then they
Alright.
have like a short fight.
Yeah, no, they don't really have a fight. They just talk. But
Oh,
we're back.
yeah.
But this is basically around the end, so we'll have to backtrack back to Chief.
Yeah.
So now Chief is, he's basically here's like, nice world you got, right?
Yeah.
And then they had this short conversation. He has a short conversation with Fred, Kelly, and Linda. Basically saying, he's like, "Hey, Chief, you all right? I mean, we'll follow you to the end of the Earth and hell to the galaxy, but this is a little weird."
Yeah.
And, which I suppose is fair, but that's all you ever really got out of these guys. I'm like, they could have been so much more in this game.
Yeah, especially like since they
Yeah.
were just bringing them out of nowhere.
Yeah, and so it was like, Chief is like, no, I had to find out. It's like, guys, trust me. I just need to know what's going on with Cortana because this is some weird shit going here. And
Yeah.
then I really hate how they brought Cortana in on this because then Cortana's like, it's like, oh hey, Chief, I'm alive. It's like, it's really you, Cortana? It's like, yeah, I found the Fountain of Youth. It was pretty great. It's like, I mean, remember when we had that moment, wink, wink, right?
Yeah.
And then I fell with the giant Didact ship
Yes.
with the nuke, and we just slip space so that it doesn't destroy Earth,
Yeah. So
right?
then.
And then I was like, oh, well, that slip space conveniently brought me to the Fountain of Youth, and then look at me, I'm fine. I'm like, is this really what you're going with?
And
I would have really preferred for you to just be dead because hello,
Jesus,
personal
yeah.
journey.
Yeah, there's that, and then like on top of that, there's
And I was actually really, really hoping for like the thing is because what I really hoped after
Yeah.
4 was them to bring in a new Cortana.
Oh yeah, that would have worked way better.
Yeah, and then
Than what they were
continue,
going with.
and then you can continue on with making this
Oh,
war.
could you imagine like what happens is like she dies, but I guess there was some part of like Fortune Runner tech that like recreates her or something like that. Like
No. First of all, that's exactly what happened here, but not entirely your words.
no, not the way I'm saying it. I'm saying like recreated her in a well, I guess yeah, because what they do is they just copy her and then reset.
Yeah, because the thing is, because she finds the Fountain of Youth basically, and then she's like, "I'm alive. I'm good. How are you? By the way, I'm still basically mad. I'm gonna take. You see these police guardians here? Well, they're basically called guardians, but they're gonna police the whole entire galaxy, and then I'm gonna rule and make sure there's peace everywhere." And I'm like, Cortana, you idiot.
The thing about that is her like we're talking like her found in the youth and all that in EVE Online. The way it works is you basically are a pilot, and whenever you die, your mind is uploaded to a new body, and you just keep going, and so you can never die. Your ship just gets blown up. So what happens is like the same thing is happening here. Is like she isn't dead; she's just like rebuilt and whatnot. And to go back on Eve, the guy who writes the books, the Flood, that guy, he's a really bad writer apparently, and he wrote one of the Eve Online novels. I think it's Burn something. I don't remember. There's and so that's why I knew that the Flood was a really bad novel because I was reading about this one because I bought 2 of the books, the Empyrean Age and Templar one.
Wait, you're saying you bought his book?
No. I bought
Okay.
these 2 books for EVE Online, and they're both by this one guy, Tony Gonzalez or something. And those are really good. And then I was like, oh, maybe I'll buy this 3rd one. And then I was looking at reviews because I don't want to buy a book and then just it'd be shit. So I was reading reviews, and it was just like, this book is really terrible. Don't read this book, whatever. And then I was like, I've seen this name before. And then I see like, and it was like this guy wrote this Halo novel, The Flood, or something like that, and it was like real shit. So I was like,
Oh yeah, he also wrote the Mass Effect book. Just so that you
yes,
know.
yes,
And it was full of errors, and it was like in both continuity.
yeah.
It was so stupid.
That's basically the same guy. That's why I was thinking.
Yeah.
So yes, so now we're finally at the end of the game.
Right. So basically, Cortana is apparently still mad. She just doesn't realize it.
Yep.
Right. And the thing is, with her character, they did a complete 180.
Yes,
Yeah.
and she's wearing clothes. What the fuck is up with that?
Oh yeah, that was interesting. Again, complete 180.
180 in a different sense.
Mm-hmm. But it was like really weird saying that. You know,
Yeah.
it was like she basically goes against everything that she was before, and I'm like,
And she's the villain for the next game.
yeah, she's the villain of this game too.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. She's definitely the villain of this game and the
Right,
next game.
and she's still attached to Chief in some odd way
Yes.
because, like, I guess I can understand because there's the context from before, but
Well-
it's like they took the context and really smashed you in the head over it.
Well,
You know.
I mean, if we go with the game storyline, which we have to, Cortana has only ever been with Chief,
Yeah,
so that makes sense. And like for her whole life, she's been with Chief,
yeah,
literally. So
and it was really weird saying that.
yeah, so
To
that's
see her become the villain, which I really, really dislike. I'm like, I guess I can
So-
understand that they're going for a twist of kind.
yeah. But so
But
what
it's
were
like-
you
it was
talking
a-
about with the trailers then?
No, hold on. Before that, so she does the whole 180. Then she decides like, hey, AIs. She talks to the whole
Oh,
other
yeah,
AIs,
yeah, I
and then
remember
she's
this
like,
now.
hey, AIs, I have the Fountain of Youth. Y'all want to share? Just join me and my army and just rebel against the humans. Like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
I mean, with some of the AIs, I can understand that they're on the edge of rampancy.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
But I kind of expected, but it sounds like all of them joined in, you know, and it was really annoying.
And the worst part about this is, and this is why Halo, even though I like Halo 4, Halo should have really stopped at 3. I mean, Reach is fine, whatever, because
Mhm.
that's obviously before 3. But you do all of this stuff, and again, finish the fight. You do this huge thing. You like save the whole universe, and then just to have like at the end, finally, Cortana's now this villain. Like this person you've been with for 3 games and like all these stories and stuff like that, just to have this at the end where she just becomes the villain. It's almost it's like the bullshit of how Johnson dies, where he lives through all of this other stuff, lives through the Halo rings, being destroyed and all that, just to be killed by Spark or
Yeah, but like with that, it was kind of satisfying the fact
Yes.
that you can kind of fight against this thing that destroyed him in the first
Yeah.
place. But with Cortana, the thing is, it completely destroys any kind of character that was built up for her.
Yeah.
And it's like seeing her become the villain was legitimately a point where I was just like, okay, that's it. I'm done with this franchise forever.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna buy Halo 6. I'm just gonna watch it online like I did with Halo 5. And even if I would get an Xbox One, I probably won't buy Halo 5, to be honest.
I mean, I probably will, because I'm thinking, like, the thing is, while we do complain about the things we have seen, we haven't seen the whole package yet.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, at this point, even if we did buy Xbox Ones, I would probably buy it for multiplayer, but at this point, it's been so far, there would be no point to buy multiplayer.
Yeah.
So I would just wait for Halo 6 and then watch the thing online. So,
Anyway.
finally, we have come
And then-
towards the...
Yeah, hold up, because...
Oh, are we not done yet?
We are not done yet.
Oh
Because,
my God.
again, we have to, because there was the legendary ending,
That's true. That's true.
and then this is where I call it complete bullshit.
hmm
She activates the Halo rings again.
I forgot about that. That's such... Oh, my God. And again, basically, like you said, they're just trying to appeal to a new audience, and they want them to see the Halo rings and all that stuff.
Hmm
So that's why they're doing all this.
But
Well,
the thing is... But,
that's my thoughts.
yeah, hold on. But it's like, the thing is, they could have done it so much better.
Yeah.
Because, like legitimately, what I said before is, like, they could have kept it on the personal journey, and they could have made it so that, there was a new Cortana.
Mhm.
Like, Halsey made a new one for Chief.
Mhm.
And then, basically he has to go through that shit, and then, maybe he goes through some emotional toil while it's not, like, overly dramatic, like, crying or yelling out. The thing is, that's not the point of Chief anyway. There's that subtlety where, you kind of feel it in his voice and in his mannerisms. And then, you could have kind of explored, like, how this new change affects him, like, as he goes on into maybe this new war with the Covenant that only just actually helps to start up.
Yeah.
And then maybe because maybe you could have him discovering that Oni is starting a new war and in doing so destroying human lives. So then this brings up a morality point of, does he go against the people that basically made him?
I like that. Anything would have been way better than what we got.
Yeah. And then, no, because you see, the thing is, if they did that, then there's a good reason for Locke to actually get in this.
Yeah, to stop him from, like, he is Oni, so he would be stopping him from doing this.
Because the thing is, with Locke, when in 5, he comes in, and then he's like, he's like, hey, I had to kind of bring you in, because, they kind of just, they want to know what you're doing, and it's like, no, it's like, okay, I got to bring you in, right? And then at the end, he's like, Chief, he's like, are you doing something bad? No, good, let's go help. I'm gonna help you now. That's basically what he does.
Well, that would have been great if instead, like what you're saying is like that maybe Master Chief does the whole morality thing about like wasting human lives just to start another war, like Oni is doing, and then Locke comes in and helps or tries to get him in, but then he shows him how why it was like what he went through just to be a Spartan or whatever, and then to waste lives when his life was like when all the lives that he all the people he knew died through these wars and through the genetic modification and all the other Spartans that died just to waste these more lives. He would have changed Locke's mind, and then Locke would have helped him stop Oni from doing all this.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. And then maybe this new Cortana is also a way for him to help him heal, while it's not the same as it's a different thing. But of course, that's another thing I should I'm going that's what I'm going over.
Now
also,
let's talk about this trailer.
The trailers, because the trailers, oh my god, they build up this whole thing. They build up this whole thing, right, with the Master Chief, right? Yeah. It's like because it makes it seem like Master Chief was actively rebelling now.
Yeah,
right?
Like he was like gathering forces.
Like he was gathering forces. He's gonna gather this huge army because all these other soldiers idolize him. Because they know Chief, and there's like, there's no way I can ever go against you.
Yeah.
Right, and that's how it feels, and it feels like because the Chief is doing this, that he's destroying the cities and wars and people's lives. And
it was like a complete
and then Locke comes in and is like, he's witnessing all of this, and he's like, why would you do this? And I'm like, okay, this is interesting, right? Yeah. And then you get the game. You get and then like legit, what we just explained is the game. The trailers are nothing like that. It is completely false advertising because it makes it seem like you're chasing the Chief as he's, disrupting everything.
And I mean, when does that really happen? That never really happens. He never goes through even when he goes to that planet, the colonist planet, and he fights Locke on that thing, like that. He never really destroys anything as he leaves, I guess, right?
Yeah, he never really does. I mean, if you count a Guardian coming up after he leaves.
Yeah. I mean, there's some damage there, but it's not like he's like, like in the trailers, there's like that scene where he's going through that like destroyed city, and it's like as if he did it because he's, the Guardians are following him or something like that.
Yeah.
So
it was just really stupid because it was completely false advertising. The game was the complete opposite of what was promised.
God, yeah.
Because the thing is, it kind of, in a sense, promised a fight with the Chief.
Yeah.
And that would have been interesting. And then it's like it made give me the sense that I'll be playing Locke the entire time, trying to figure out why he's doing this, and then at the end I'll find out why, and I'll have to possibly fight him in a boss battle.
Yeah.
But all you get is a cutscene. Again, back to when he smashes him in the face. Okay.
And like. You've seen the game, like, and you remember more than I do, because I watched it once and I had such a distaste for it. I just really forgot everything about this game.
Yeah, because I watch enough and it's like I remember it enough because I'm like, what are they doing here?
Yeah. I just tried to forget about it as much as possible because I didn't like it that much.
Because I legitimately think the way I said this would have worked out, because like what I said is closer to what the trailers were portraying than the actual game.
Yeah.
Which is really disappointing because I really did trust 343 to actually know what they're doing with this.
Especially after Halo 4.
Yeah, because with Halo 4, because I'm like, it's like, okay, this is not Halo. I can accept that. It's a new Halo. I can accept that.
Yeah, it's good.
And it's an interesting Halo, and I liked 4. It's not the same. It's not what I would have desired from after Halo 3.
Mm.
But it was interesting. I liked it, and it looked like it was going in a good direction.
Hmm.
But then it's like 5 tried to be too big.
It
Because
tried to basically start the whole war again.
yeah, because they wanted to make it more interesting. They wanted to bring people into something new and grand and fantastic. I can get that, but
It
the thing is, it's like it feels like they were trying too fast.
It was like
You
what Star Wars did with the prequels, but just in actual chronological order. Instead of going to the prequels, they continued the story and kept going, and just did
Yeah,
not. And because they were trying to recapture, like basically what George Lucas was doing was because he wanted to continue the story, but like basically create like this whole thing again, just so that they could have something to go off of.
it's just like really disappointing to see what happened with
Which
Halo
is
5.
a great note to end on. This whole loving conversation about our journey through Halo and how much we enjoyed the other games, and then just to end on this shitty talk about how Halo 5 sucks is a great way to end it. So I don't think we're gonna end it there. We still have the last thing we have to talk about is ODST. So let's
Oh my god!
we'll just quickly do that because we're almost at 4 hours. And this
Hey
is
man, ODST, Buck, and the engineer. Great. That's all we need to discuss.
yeah, like I remember with ODST, I just like and I didn't know that your character in Reach was gonna talk, like have a voice or whatever.
Yeah, that was really interesting actually.
Because the thing is, like, all the trailers never give that away.
I mean, yeah, I know, because it makes it seem like you're just signing protagonist, which I would have been fine with considering.
Yeah, because ODST came out first, so I was assuming
Yeah.
it was gonna be the same. You're just not talking strong silent type, and then just to see that was really surprising.
Also, what I really did enjoy though was the fact that like when you chose a male and female,
Yeah.
they both had their own individual actor.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You know, because I would like I played as a male, and like I was surprised when he was talking.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, what would happen if I played the female? And I hear it, and I'm like, oh my god, this is fantastic.
That they actually spent time on this.
Yeah,
Okay.
they did.
So to go back to actually talking about ODST instead of talking about Reach, I mean, I like the whole you get to see the different side of the ODST, how they work, and obviously all the trailers for ODST are fucking amazing, especially the one I always make fun of, the
Oh my god, don't you dare.
Grundy. Okay, no,
Oh
I'm done.
my god.
So that trailer, I wish I know the name of it, but it is a amazing trailer. So getting to see how normal people had to fight in the war instead of having to see the super soldier fight
Hmm.
was obviously
But-
great.
Yeah, I mean, it was actually kind of intense playing through that.
Yeah, because you don't have overshields. You have to deal with health.
Oh yeah, and all you have is a goddamn SMG.
Yeah, you have a suppressed SMG.
Yeah.
I really like the way they did that game, just because of the way they did the order of each
Now-
story.
Yeah, hold up real quick. Because I just want to mention real quick that you know what I really did enjoy though from that?
What?
Was probably the investigating.
Yes, yeah, that was fun. That was really good. Like that was well done, especially with the you get that like with the ODST element, you get the visual effects
Yeah.
thing.
Now, if only we had that in 5. Hello? Hello? Because apparently you're trying to investigate what was going on with the chief. If we had that in 5, it would probably be a whole lot better.
Yeah. And you know what was I always remember that scene is when you're was it the guy, there's that one scene where you're on the beach. I don't remember which ODST it is, but I think it was Romeo maybe, which I don't know.
Was it Romeo?
No, well basically you crash, remember that like at the end
No, I remember what you're talking about. Yeah, I remember
like
when
you're trying to get
on
the
beach.
UAV.
Yeah, you're on the beach. You know, you're at the shore. Then you're kind of just driving off.
Yeah, and then at the end of that mission, you drive off the thing, and then you crash the Warthog, and then
Yes.
the was it? He says something is like, Lord, if there's a sign to tell me that I shouldn't fly, send it, and then the plane crashes in the thing.
Yes, it was so great.
That was good.
Oh, dude, you know what I did enjoy because like again, this was supposed to be DLC that they were going to do later on, but they made it into a full-fledged game. Like in Halo 3, I remember there was when you're in New Mombasa, you're kind of on a Warthog and you see the space elevator,
Oh yeah,
which I never knew was a space elevator in the first place. Because
Yeah.
this was the first time playing Halo, and I didn't really know the sci-fi terms and stuff, right? And then seeing the space elevator fall in ODST
yeah.
was crazy.
yeah. Especially like seeing it fall, and then seeing like hearing the snap of the the metal rods and stuff like that, and just hearing it fall was like super cool. Especially like in 2 you don't really you see like the very lowest part of the elevator. You don't really see anything higher. So
Mhm.
just getting to go through New Mombasa was pretty cool because you don't see a lot of that in Halo, like the way they did that story. You don't see because all the Master Chief is jumping around, going to different
Yeah.
places very quickly. To stay in one place for so long is like such a different thing.
Yeah, because the thing is, it's like it takes you to different locales that are just amazing and grand and fantastic, and it's like it's just wonderful to see. But you never really have the time to enjoy it because you're killing fuckers.
Yeah.
But then it's like in ODST, they like especially in ODST, they take moments, especially when you're investigating and you just hear the goddamn jazz, which is fantastic.
Yeah,
Jesus
that the
Christ.
music in ODST is great. Like the style they chose and the music that they chose to go with it was perfect, spot
I
on,
know.
as always.
Yeah, I know. But it was great to see because like you learn more. It's like it was interesting because it's like you learn more about people's lives more than
Mhm.
you do in because it's like if I was to say again, it was like Halo 3 mainly focused on the grand scheme of things, the bigger picture,
Hmm.
right? While Halo 3 ODST as DLC looked more at the fine details of
Yeah,
things.
especially the relationship between Buck and the captain or whatever her name was.
I mean, there was Buck and his relationship with the captain,
Yeah.
and then there was the terminal files that you find out throughout the
Yes,
city.
the
And
terminal
then,
files and the AI for the city.
yeah, you learn more about how the city was run and what these people's lives were like.
Yeah, that's
And
pretty cool.
yeah, and that was what made it unique.
And obviously, to people who are still listening at this point, it's almost 2 a.m. So we've been going. So if we sound super tired, we are.
Yeah, because we've been going for 4 hours straight. You won't notice because
3 hours 50 minutes right now. But yes, basically 4 hours.
yeah, we've been going for 4 hours. You can understand,
Yeah.
but
So
you'll be hearing in parts.
yeah,
but
you'll be
it's fine.
hearing in parts. I mean, maybe I'll split it into like an hour a piece, or I don't know. I'll figure it out. So I mean, well, let's finish this up. So Halo 3 ODST, we get to see all these different characters, and the walking around that city again, just that music and the nighttime themes, and then the AI guiding you around.
Yeah, I know that's actually pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, the AI guiding you around is pretty awesome. And then cutting back, I love like this the way they cut back to like the daytime, and you get to see like the story slowly come together. And oh man, that scene where they fight the chieftain on the roof and the helipad or whatever.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite scenes because obviously when Master Chief fights a chieftain, it's like it's a fair fight. I'd
Yeah,
say.
I
Yeah.
mean more unfair for the chieftain. Yeah.
So, but when humans, like 5 humans, I think it was like 5 of them versus 1 chieftain just to take it down, and I'll give them that. That wasn't just a normal brute. That was a chieftain, so it was much bigger and had
Yeah,
armor.
he had a gravity hammer too,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, he bust what's his name's.
I just
chest with
remember
it.
that they had fuel cannons.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
No, not them. The grunts.
Yeah, the grunts had fuel cannons. They always have
Which-
fuel cannons.
I know, but it was so stupid.
Yeah, that was pretty annoying.
Because it's God, I hated that so much.
So I like that scene because of like they show you how much more of an uneven fight it was for the normal humans to fight aliens and whatnot, and then after that carrying them around and then finally meeting whatever no name face whatever what was his face called, the main character of Halo 3 ODST.
What, the rookie?
Yeah, the rookie. That's what his name was. So
Yeah, because that was legitimately all he was called, the rookie.
yeah. So the rookie finally getting to meet up, I thought that was really cool, and then you get to see the engineer for the first time and how they work.
Oh yeah. By the way, I remember the beginning of how you began that game when you're on the ship and then you enter into the goddamn
Oh yeah,
Drop
you get to
pod.
see- Yeah, you get to see the slip space rupture go off.
Yeah, it was so cool though.
Yeah,
And then you see you just go down, drop again. It was intense.
yeah, that was pretty cool because that's one of the like things that you didn't get to see in a lot of other like ways. So just being able to see that was very awesome.
Ugh, God.
Yeah. And then I thought meeting the engineer was pretty cool as well.
He lit a
Lit the
lighter.
cigarette, yeah.
He got a lighter on.
Or the cigar.
Yeah, that was actually pretty funny, actually, to see.
And in Contact Harvest, that's not the first time Johnson has met a engineer. In Harvest, I think he meets an engineer. Or no, never mind. He doesn't meet that engineer. But there's an engineer in Contact Harvest, and it's like it also talks about how like they didn't want to be part of this war with the Covenant and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
that they're basically slaves, which is
Yeah.
actually really surprising.
Yeah, that's basically what they were. So seeing all that, that was pretty cool. I think we're finally done here. This has been a journey.
Just wait till the Mass Effect spoiler cast.
Oh my god. Yeah, we're gonna that's gonna be a longer one. We'll do that more in the daytime so we don't, get as tired.
Yeah, in all honesty, this isn't really much of a spoiler cast more than a nostalgia cast and complaining about the current. We're basically old guys saying like, man, back in my day,
Games were good.
yeah, games were good, and look at your fancy ass Guardians 5 Halo shit.
Yeah, what was it? What's Avery Johnson's line? He's like, when I joined the army, we had 2 sticks and a rock, and we had to share the rock or something like that. I'm pretty sure it's the other way around. It's like we had a rock or we had 2 rocks and a stick.
You said it correctly.
Okay.
I'm absolutely sure of this.
Okay, so that's basically we had to share the rock or something like that, and that's basically what we are right now.
Well, we're sharing a rock.
It's not a boulder. It's a rock.
Oh my god, we didn't need SpongeBob spoiler cast now.
So this was great. I actually enjoyed this a lot more than I thought I would.
I'm gonna shoot myself now. That's what I'm gonna do. It's late. It's 2 a.m. I just want to go to sleep.
We do need to do because we didn't say our names at the beginning. So what we'll do is don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. What we'll do instead is this. We'll do like us saying our names right now, and I'll just put it at the beginning of each episode whenever these come out.
That's gonna be the ugliest thing
So
ever.
I'm Abbas, and with me is
this is William. You fuck.
that was William, and this was the Halo spoiler cast, nostalgic cast, shoot ourselves in the head cast, and
And the sneezing cast.
well, hopefully we sent you out with a bang.